Hello everyone, welcome back to my page. It's not Z. So it's story time today. So it happened that I was sick of an afternoon shift one time and I met this patient during the taking over. She was really restless. And from the previous shift, she was brought in from the labor ward after she had an evacuation. She was actually bleeding, so they had to evacuate the uterus, and all that. So she was later brought to our ward and they were suspecting that she had she's having a kidney problem. So this woman, just after my taking over, I kept complaining, shouting. I came to her bedside. I was just trying to calm her down. She said, please, I should help her and remove this catheter, So I said, okay, let me just check her case note. I went back, check her file, and all the write-up and all that. And I just came to explain to her, Ma, this whole thing, this is the reason why they put the catheter and all that. Please, can you please endure until they come to see you? I've sent for a doctor and all that. This woman held my hand. Malama, help me remove this catheter. If you remove it, I will be fine. She just kept insisting that she just remove it. She is restless. So when the doctor came, he came to try to explain to her. Of course, it was a junior doctor and he was like this and that. So I said something. I was like, why don't you remove this one? Observe her for a while and maybe put it back, or write another one for them to go and buy. Let's just remove this particular one and maybe look for a smaller size. Maybe she's uncomfortable, maybe with the size or something. The doctor was like, it is his consultant that saw her, I know how consultants can be, please, this and that. I was like, okay, fine. But I'm not really answerable to your consultant the way you are. I'm answerable to my own seniors. And it won't be like yours. So why don't we just remove the catheter? He was like, okay, let's just do it. But I should just please write that it was me that removed it. I said, no problem. I went. Guess what? Immediately we took out this catheter. This woman just poured out urine everywhere on the bed. What does that tell you? It was a mistake from the person who inserted the catheter. The catheter was bent. It kinked and it obstructed the urine from flowing. That was why, because they didn't see urine, they automatically assumed that they were going to query a kidney problem. And this woman had relief. That was it. And they were going to discharge this woman. You see, I know that there are times that we, the medical people, make some kind of mistakes. But you see, sometimes the workload is there too. And all that. This woman was not fighting us. She was also trying to be calm and human. And I was also trying to be the professional that I was. I was her nurse. I felt her pain. And I just tried to reach out to her. We met each other halfway. Can you see how it goes? But you insulting, fighting your carers, make them more anxious and more unwilling to, have a rethink. It's both ways. It's my job. But you see, sometimes give us that benefit of a doubt to do our job. And I also expect the medical personnel to be professional each time. It can be difficult. But sometimes when our patients are trying to point out something to us, we should please listen. We should listen. Sometimes they are actually right. Sometimes we just need to go back again and check. It's just like nurses when we do our nursing care plan. When you do the nursing care plan, you expect that, okay, you have this outcome. But when you keep doing the same thing over and over and you realize that it's not giving you, it just means that you are missing a little tiny information. And believe me, when you get that information, everything will be fine. So let's just have this good relationship. Patient, be nice to us too. We are human. There are things that we cannot see. Whenever we see certain things, you just click in our head, because maybe when we do those things, it actually tells us, okay, it's right, it's right, it's right. Sometimes when you have the ones that it's not actually that thing, but something similar to it, you still assume that it is what you're actually thinking. But sometimes we just need to calm down. Need to calm down and cross-check. Go back again and check. And you just might be missing something. See you in my next video. It's not Z. Follow me for more.